Didn't go all that well, to be fair, but that's okay. I feel like it was the first time in a long time I got angry at a video game, so I just stopped playing at some point. Yeah, in case you haven't heard, or maybe you didn't even, maybe you're even playing the same build and didn't realize yet, but Peaconk, I was bugged on day one for like the first 4 hours maybe of the league. Poisonous Concoction dealt 0 damage. Yeah, so that was a bit annoying. So I went like with Spectral Throw, I believe, and it was terrible towards the end because I used the same tree. I just expected them to fix at any moment and took like 4 hours, which is fair enough, but still. So I believe it took me 5 hours until I killed Act 5 Guitarra, and then they fixed it. Or they fixed it before that. I was in Chamber of Innocence at that point in time. And yeah, went on, and I think I ended up with a 7-hour campaign or something like that. So that was kind of annoying. But fair enough. Was cool, was good. Went into a bunch of mapping and stuff, right? And then I was out like buying Christmas tree, and we went to a Christmas market with the wife and everything. And it was like kind of cool. So it took off quite a bit of my day one, and that's fine. However, I come back and I'm in the middle of like swapping my gear, I 5-linked my chest, right? Just swapping things around and changing colors, and I couldn't even really go back anymore because I was running out of. I'm still pretty low, honestly, on like jewelers and fusings and all that stuff, but now it's better. But you know, this basic currency was like really low, and it was on like while I was swapping it. I've seen messages from some of you guys on Discord like EK doesn't really work, or it's weird. I look into that and then had to swap myself. Anyway, turns out EK seems to be bugged as well. So that's going well. And what's up with that? I'm actually not entirely sure what's up with that. But here's a normal EK version, right? And that's linked to the returning projectiles. And maybe you can see it better here. They are not returning at all, and they also seem weird. Like they graphically seem weird, which might just be visual, right? There's just lines. It feels slower in terms of cast speed than it should, which is really odd, even if you turn on haste. It kind of feels weird. I don't know, maybe it's just a visual thing. However, they're just not returning. If you hit like a wall or something, they do. So, I don't know. Apparently there was like a bug report about it pretty immediately already. And they looked into it, and then they deployed some kind of weird fix about an MTX not showing correctly and closed like the issue. A little bit later, people complained, including me, and it was reopened apparently and forwarded again to team, whatever that means. So I really hope they look into that, because if you compare, like again, this is the normal EK, and this is the Lingering Blades version, right? And this does return. So this seems to work. I mean, there's an MTX on it right now. Maybe just removed it. Right, that does return, no matter, like from air or mobs or something. Obviously also from that. But it's also weird because it returns like this, like further if it hits the wall. But I think it shouldn't, should it? Maybe it should actually. I don't know. So yeah, that's what I'm using right now effectively is this one. I just started doing a little bit of mapping with it, and I'm just waiting on clarification, information. By the way, if you pick up 2 of these weapons with like 3 white sockets, I learned that last, like I saw someone do it. It's so smart. Like sometimes you find these weird weapons and weird 3-linked white items and you don't need them. Oh yeah, you put 2 of them into your offhand and life's better. Probably everybody knew that. But yeah, other than that, honestly, I swapped to this guy now. I'm interacting with the league mechanic a little bit. I realized in level, I think 85, just before I wanted to swap, I wanted to get, because I wrote it down, get this upgrade first before you swap, right? First upgrade, then EK, cool. I wanted to do that and realized I never did the 3rd lap, so that was kind of dumb as well. But yeah, I was the other dude the entire time during leveling, and it was really cool. And I used the, you know what, the one with the Oath of the Magi. And then in mapping, I used the 50% all res, and like my gear was like, I think I still have it here. Oh yeah, that's my like maps to a 85 gear, because I went to 85 instead of 80 actually. That was it. It was just the gear here. Get this amulet. It's really good. This here. This might have been the ring. I think it was that one, yeah. Not this one. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Roughly like this. And now I swapped, basically. Level gear is still here, but it's uninteresting. And what I did, basically, I used this gear and I threw bases of like 70 something into a tab of rare items I will need. That's namely a helmet, how's it called? An amulet and boots. So just, and the belt, obviously. Threw that in there, and then I picked them either as crafting bases, or most of them I just picked straight up off the ground. What I'm using right now. I'm missing a craft here still. I could do the Taken S craft. I even dropped an Exalt, which is cool. So I could actually do that craft on here, the Taken S craft, and I'm missing, but I don't have the craft right now. I didn't do too much June yet, and I'm missing the increased damage while leeching craft here, which is also a June craft, I believe. So I haven't done that either. So let's see. But I do have space for it. That's the main thing, right? This has an open prefix, and this has an open slot as well for the craft that's there. I went with normal movement speed because I don't have the June thing either. That doesn't give me onslaught in that case, which is a bit sad. But I can just hover the items real quick. Everything else is pretty normal. They're not too crazy. And I have a Dendrobate that's pretty nice. I sniped that one really early. And I already used it during early mapping. It just wasn't 5-linked. I had like no links essentially, and I just benchcrafted it. That's it. Just went for like 150 fusings. It is. It's so simple to do. Very, very cheap. And yeah, just 5-linked it that way at the very end. The Minx is not that bad either. I got a pretty good Minx as well, stat-wise. And I don't have an Asenath gentle touch yet. In terms of this new ascendancy, I have like 3 charms that are somewhat, I mean, this one is kind of nice. It might give you spell suppression, like early charms, right? Just some I found. There's poison duration here, so these might be, I don't know, pick them up. This one hinders enemy with spell hits, might be pretty nice. Some consecrated ground might be cool. And here we have the onslaught one. That's the one I'm interested in. 22% chance to gain onslaught for 4 seconds on kill would be really cool. I want to socket this one. As soon as I find this dude again, or basically complete the quest or whatever. Anyway, you probably want some mapping. I'm just doing low map tier stuff right now. That's basically what I'm doing. I've completed most of this Atlas stuff. What I'm doing right now, I'm trying to get these maps done by just running the connected one. And my Atlas is a wandering path. Heavy. I just want to map and have a few more essences in there. So I'm doing no mechanics, no farm right now. I'm just mapping, just running around, dropping tons of maps, getting a map pull up. That was basically the plan. And yeah, that's basically how it looks right now. So basically you hit a pack 1 or 2 times. And then you kind of move on with your life, right? I still need to like turn on flasks and stuff all the time, because only this one is automated, which is really important because I'm not resistance capped without it. So yeah, that's roughly it. I don't know. Like yellow stuff, you have to hit probably a few more times, unless they are in a lot of other mobs. Like if I hit this once, it was just 1 hit. He might be dying, actually, and he does, because he was shotgunned by the stuff around it. That's what I mean with you kind of have to trust your poisons a bit, right? You have to rely on them actually killing stuff. Because if you like stand like this and trying to kill the rare that way, that takes way too long, right? So you have to kind of trust it that it will do it anyway. Just move on, and maybe there's one straggler at some point. That's kind of okay then. Like, I don't know. That's essentially it anyway, but maybe a little bit thoughts on the league mechanic, right? I haven't interacted too much with it. So far, it's pretty much as expected. Everything is incredibly overtuned. Right now, I really don't want to do it at all, basically, because it just makes the map terrible and gives me no rewards. It feels like, so I have to wait for Grimro what he says. And I believe it just this night again they patched it, so I'm gonna retry. So what I have been doing for the last few maps is I do something like this, like I kind of more or less complete the map. I did it really sloppy right now, but and then I go back right to the beginning, and then I go into there. Because honestly, in here, like, I mean, you don't have a mini-map, which is very disorienting. It might be okay-ish. I feel like a design choice. I don't know if I want to be in here for 3 months without a mini-map and any orientation. Fair enough. You can see the blue wisps. I mean, there are blue wisps on the screen right now. It's almost impossible to see them. Like, it's really fucking annoying, to be fair. Circle is pretty small. I don't know. It's like you get the stuff. You cannot get out of this, which I find super annoying. Like, if you click it on accident, you're stuck on it. And it's really hard to get out of it without completely overpowering your map. So I don't know. So you have like no control over anything in this weird thing here. But yeah, other than that, if I'm down here, I'm just following the blue stuff. Oh, there's actually the hunchers. That's good. I hope that I find more of these monsters. And then, yeah. What I realized actually is... Let me kill this stuff here. If you like find these early and then see, oh, you cannot buy these or whatever, then I just run around, because you can walk back to the vendor essentially at some point. Right, I can just go now and collect more blue stuff, and if the exit appears, I can go all the way back. I just have to find it all the way back, to be honest. Like right now I'm at like 700-800. I just need to remember where I came from. And now it kind of stops with the blue stuff. And there's a terrible monster here. These time capsules, mate. Oh lord. Okay, fine. So the blue stuff kind of stopped here. So in this case, I would just like try and walk back. Hopefully find the vendor again. Oh, I did. And then you can go and maybe buy something. I don't know. That's all I'm doing down here. That's pretty much it. I hope you had a really good league start. I'm going to continue progressing. I'm gonna get my gloves next and a bunch of like map completion. And I probably have a lot of June missions by now, so I'm gonna do that, get crafts. And then wait for GGD to fix, or basically confirm that EK is going to be however it is. And then we will see. Have a great day, guys. Bye.